Wednesday, everyone. I cannot bring myself to start any of my weekly vlogs on a normal day. I just randomly halfway through the week get an urge to start a reading vlog and I regret not starting at the start. Anyway, we're getting back in the groove. I am holding myself accountable and I'm starting a reading vlog. And yeah, I had a really lovely day today. It was so super windy. Yesterday it was like 34 degrees. It was so hot. And then today it just dropped by like 15 degrees and was like incredibly windy, and my hay fever was really bad and my nose is still really runny. So I'm sorry if it sounds like I have a blocked nose. But today I went into town to some op shops. I did a little bit of a restock of my market stuff, found a few good books, and also in the past like few weeks, ever since I went away, I have been all of a sudden really into puzzles, which is never something that I've really been into. But like I've been on the lookout for some really cute secondhand puzzles. And then today, this one's a bit silly, but I still love it and I think it's quite gorgeous. It is an Animal Crossing puzzle. Is that not adorable? I was so obsessed with Animal Crossing in lockdown and after lockdown, and this has some of the animals that I had on my island. And yeah, I'm really excited to do this puzzle. And yeah, it's been really fun to do puzzles with my friends and just work on them together. And also like sit down and do a puzzle whilst listening to an audiobook, because sometimes my brain can only process audiobooks and I can't sit down and focus on a proper book if I'm not feeling well. So yeah, it's really nice to be getting into puzzles. And then also when I was in town, I very late and overdue needed a diary for the year. Every store I've been to, they've sold out of all their diaries because it's almost the end of January. So I found one at this store and it's actually really nice. This is a little 2025 diary. It's got a really cute tropical pattern and then gold, which I don't love gold edges, but it's fine. And then what I loved about this one though is it's got a page for each day. I've been trying to stick to a morning routine the past few days, and I've been going and sitting outside and getting some sunlight and doing some grounding to help with my nervous system regulation. So when I've been sitting out there, I've been really wanting to just sit and plan my day, but I don't have a planner yet, so I've just been doing it on my phone. But I now I've got like a physical planner and I'm really excited to like be able to actually plan out my days and my weeks and everything. So yeah, it's got a little schedule here and then priority tasks and then some notes and then yeah, each day. So this will be super handy and I already feel so much calmer that I have one. And yeah, update on what I'm reading at the moment is probably the most random update ever. I went to this secondhand bookstore in the city in Melbourne. It's Basement Books, which just has the most insane amount of books. It's like you have to really search through because there's a lot of random books, and I ended up buying one of those random books. I don't know why I got this. I was with my boyfriend and I just thought it'd be really funny to try and read like a really old fantasy that's just like weird. So I got this book called Ogre, and it's about an ogre and a nymph, which is like a fairy, that live in this fantasy magical world. And yeah, I'm reading that at the moment because I'm in a weird fantasy mood and it's actually really fun. I'm up to page 30 and I'm actually really enjoying the writing style so far. It's interesting. I will update you all when I've read more, but so far it's giving me my fantasy kind of magical reading fix that I was all of a sudden craving. Tomorrow I'm seeing Will and we're going into Dalesford, and then I'm going back to his, and yeah, then I think I'm going down to the city for the rest of the week. Anyway, I'll take you all along with me and I'll keep you all updated on my reading, and I'll probably do some reading on my Kindle as well. I can't hear what you're saying. Strong letters run brighter. That makes us two fathers. What I'm asking tonight. Good morning. Till we get back to where we started. Hello everyone. A lot has happened since I last updated you all. It has been such a crazy, busy, wild week and just way too much for me to deal with chronic illness wise. I think that because I've gotten into like this whole summer kind of mindset, I've been pushing myself to do way too much that I'm actually capable of, and I definitely paid the price for that. On what night was it, like Monday night I think. I was up all night, extremely violently ill. I started having a POTS flare that afternoon because I was out all day in the sun, and then I could not stop vomiting and throwing up, and I was so unwell. And then I ended up at the hospital at 3 a.m. because I was still unwell. And my poor, beautiful boyfriend had to drive me, and he got no sleep all night. And we were there for 3 hours, and we weren't able to get a bed or any help because it was so busy. So we ended up going back home at 6 a.m. And I've just been resting for the past 2 days, and I'm all better now. But that was a bit scary. And yeah, so yeah, I've decided to take everything very slowly and listen to my body more. It's really hard to sometimes when you're out having fun and trying to live your best life. But I definitely pushed myself way too far, and that was the result of that. The doctors said that I probably had gastro, but I'm not sure if it was gastro or just my flare symptoms flaring up really badly. But yeah, that's the last couple of days. But apart from that, my week has been really lovely. I went to some beautiful art markets. I spent some time with my friends. I caught up with my friend Kyle, who I haven't seen in a while. I played lots of board games and did some puzzles and did some reading. And now today is Wednesday, so it's been about a week since I started this vlog, but today's the first day of my period again. So I'm feeling pretty crap, and I'm still recovering from all the nausea and everything that I had with my whatever illness it was a couple of days ago. Just booked in for a doctor's appointment with my GP, and just getting ready for my surgery next month, end of next month, so that's gonna come up really soon. I've been feeling really inspired creatively recently. I've been really wanting to draw and do some sewing and just do lots of little creative like ventures. So I've just been like laying in bed the past 2 days just thinking about things that I want to do when I feel better. I still don't feel too well yet, but I really want to get back into doing some more scrapbooking and drawing and stuff. And I also haven't really read much in the past week either because I've been busy or I've been sick. So I think the rest of today I'm going to spend reading on my Kindle because it's really easy to read on my Kindle when I'm laying down. I was also thinking of maybe redecorating the back of my Kindle, so I might do that today just as a little easy creative thing to do. But yeah, I'm reading The Temperature by Katarina Gibson at the moment. I've been reading this one for a few months now, so I'm determined to try and finish it maybe today or tomorrow. I've fallen off my reading groove, but I'm going to get back onto it. And yeah, I think I'm about 50% of the way through this one, so I'll give you guys a review once I have finished it. I'm really liking the writing style though. And yeah, I had some amazing fabric arrive yesterday that you would have seen. I'm gonna be doing some more book sleeves and book bags and some other sewing projects that I'm really excited about, and some more stuff for my markets. And yeah, lots of fun, exciting ideas that I've got swirling around my head for this year. I'm just feeling very inspired and excited about the next few months. I actually really want to read that ogre book today, but I think I just need to lay down and read, and it's really hard to read a physical book while I'm laying down. I don't really think I can be upright for much longer today. I slept into about 12 and the day is quickly passing by and I have not done anything, which is fine. But yeah, just getting a bit of sunlight at the moment, and just taking it super easy. Happy Friday. I have some book reviews for you. Also, look at my Kindle. It's a little bit of a shabby job, but I put some fabric in the back and it's making me very happy. I have some reading updates for you guys. I've been listening to an audiobook in the past few days and then also reading The Temperature on my Kindle. So the audiobook I have been listening to is Rental Person Who Does Nothing. Is that the name of it? I'll insert a photo here because my brain is not braining today. I am very fatigued. Anyway, I went into this book knowing nothing except that it was about a Japanese guy, and it was non-fiction. I thought just from the title that it would be talking about what it's like to rent a place in Japan, but it's actually about this person who rents himself out to do nothing with people. And it's talking about how people really want a companion, and he gets requests on Twitter asking for him to come along and just hang out with people if they want to go get food, or if they have difficult jobs in their life to do, they just want someone to be there with them. There's people who were filing divorce papers and wanted him to be with him, and he just goes through all these stories of things that he's gone and helped people with. It's a very interesting concept, but I can definitely say I'm getting a bit bored. It's very repetitive. It's just like another story, but it is definitely keeping me interested. It's a very short book, so I don't really mind. But yeah, I don't know, I'm in two minds about it. It's definitely like I'm learning a lot about this kind of concept of hiring a person to do something with you, and this guy's views on how as a society we should be doing more of nothing instead of something. But then he's also talking about how like he just, as his like brand, he doesn't really have any hobbies, he doesn't really like anything, he's just nothing. Like he doesn't want to get excited by anything, he doesn't want to give anyone advice, he doesn't want to have any opinions, he just wants to give like that experience of just being there and being like, I don't know, it's really strange. But I'm also kind of enjoying it. I don't know, I don't think it's really a standout for me or anything. I'll probably give it like 2.5 out of 5 stars. I've got about 20% left of the novel, and I think the whole thing is just like another tweet that he got as a request and then how it went. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Moving on to The Temperature by Katherine Gibson. This one I got as a digital ARC before it was published months and months and months back. And I started this book months and months and months back. And I've been reading it on and off for lots of months. And I must say, now that I'm reading the second half of the book, I don't remember what happened in the first half. All that I remember is that I really enjoyed the characters and really enjoyed the writing. And I am enjoying the novel so much in the second half that I'm really frustrated at myself for not reading it all in one go, because I feel like it's taking away from my experience as a reader. But yeah, I've gotten about 80% of the way through now, and I do want to like go on to the end and see what it's like. But I think in the future I'm going to get a physical copy of this book and I'm going to read it all in like one sitting, or like, 2 days, 3 days, whatever, like all in one go, because I think it needs to be read in one go, not just put down and then pick up another month later and whatever, because this book touches on a lot of different characters, and so far their lives haven't intertwined, but I'm hoping they do. But it all touches on similar themes of climate change and caring for the environment, and it's all set in Australia. It's been in Sydney, Melbourne and Tasmania, and I have just been absolutely loving the writing. The nature writing is incredible, the character building is amazing, and yeah, it's just very beautiful writing. And yeah, I'm just kind of kicking myself that I was in a reading slump when I first started this, and then it was kind of making me not like it, and then I put it down, and then I've actually picked it up and I realised it's probably a book that's really up my alley. But I definitely think it's something that I will revisit in the future. But yeah, I think I'll finish it today because I've only got about like an hour left. But yeah, that is my update on my reading for the week. I'm slowly getting back into my reading groove. I've been in a reading slump for like a few months and just been really struggling to stick to a book. So I'm pretty happy with how much I've been reading this one, and then my audiobooks and other books. I'm gonna end the vlog now, and if you watched the end, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all your support.